Hey everyone, it's Laura from the blog artreallyhouse.com, and I'm doing another What We Eat in a Week. These videos seem to be the most popular on my channel, which is awesome for me because I cook 3 meals a day every day, and so I will never run out of content doing these What We Eat in a Week. So it's just everyone is enjoying these, so I'm just gonna keep on posting them for you guys. I really enjoy watching cooking type videos like this too on YouTube because it is so hard to think of meal ideas, so this is a great way to get some inspiration. Now, I don't always share the exact recipe, just more giving you an idea, but anytime that I share a recipe that I already have, either here on the YouTube channel or on my blog, I will link it in the description box below. So in this video, there are several recipes that I'm using off my blog, so you'll find the exact recipes in the description box below. But like I said, sometimes these videos are just more for the inspiration, so you guys can get some ideas of what to cook. So in this What We Eat in a Week video, it is 7 healthy dinner ideas that are all from scratch, wholesome, real food ingredients that are great for large families, and they are all kid approved. On the first night, I made my steak sheet pan fajitas. These are super easy to make and so delicious. So I am just chopping up some bell peppers and onions and some steak, and I just put all of this on a sheet pan, drizzle it with some avocado oil, put on some of my homemade taco seasoning, and then I bake this in the oven for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. And then you can serve this with a tortilla if you want, or how we did it was just over some lettuce. You can do with guacamole, salsa, and all of your favorite fajita toppings. This next meal is bacon wrapped stuffed chicken breast. Start off by chopping up some onions and mushrooms and just sauteing that with some spinach in a cast iron skillet. Then just add a little salt and pepper to some chicken breasts and slice them down the middle to make a pocket to put the sauteed vegetables in. Then you can just wrap each chicken breast with a piece of bacon, put it in a baking dish, and bake this at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes or until the chicken is completely cooked through. then we serve this with sliced tomatoes and sliced avocados. The next night we had steak with sauteed onions and mushrooms and some homemade garlic herb butter, and then I served this with roasted new potatoes and green beans. To make the garlic herb butter, I just minced up some garlic and put in some fresh thyme and rosemary. Mix that up really well with the butter, and that's what I use to pan sear my steak in, and also I use that to top my steak. The next day we made a big pot of Whole30 Chili. This is Whole30 because there are no beans in here, and you'll see that I add in a lot of extra vegetables. My kids love chili and they eat this one and they don't even notice that it is any different than regular chili. So I'm using fresh tomatoes, lots of green pepper. I put carrots in here, diced zucchini, onions, and of course some ground beef. Get all the vegetables cut up, and then I ground the beef, put everything together, add in some tomato sauce, and just boil it until the vegetables are soft. The next night we had steak and veggie stir fry over cauliflower rice. Now my husband is making a marinade for the steak using coconut aminos and some spices. And when it was almost finished, he added in a little bit of red wine vinegar and then just removed the steak from the skillet. In the same pan with the same sauces left over from the steak, he sauteed up the peppers and onions, added in a bag of frozen broccoli and some sliced almonds. On the next night we had stuffed sweet potatoes. My favorite way to make these is basically making a taco that you put on top of a sweet potato. So I threw tons of sweet potatoes in the oven to get those baking. I browned up some meat with some onions in it, diced up some tomatoes, and then topped it with all your favorite taco toppings. On this day, I made a whole chicken and I served it with some homemade butternut squash soup and apple raisin muffins. To make a whole chicken, I just drizzle it with a little bit of avocado oil, put some spices on that, and bake in the oven at 375 for about 1 hour. Now this is our oatmeal applesauce muffins. I just got this recipe on the blog and it is so delicious, so I'll link it below, but it's just made out of oat flour. I use monk fruit to sweeten it, and then of course baking powder, baking soda, a little bit of cinnamon. For the liquid, I just add in some applesauce, coconut milk, and some coconut oil. To make butternut squash soup, you start off by peeling and dicing a butternut squash. You want to make sure when you slice it in half that you get all the seeds and insides out, and then you can just dice these up. I also diced up an onion and boiled this in some broth on the stove. Coconut milk to give it that nice creamy texture. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you some good meal inspiration. If you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. I get out new videos every week. I share a lot of DIY natural skincare, hair care recipes, a lot of cook with me videos, day in the life and lifestyle type videos as well. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.